Hi guys, I just wanted to shoot a really quick video on EGR. Let me show you the engine number. So this engine is pretty common in Toyota Corolla, Prius and other varieties as well in Toyota. So here you can understand if your EGR is properly running. So when you squeeze or tie this one down to the end, and then when you leave it, it should go back up again. So let me show you the principle behind it. I'm taking it out right now. So I usually check this every 10,000 miles or so. It's the EGR valve. So when I push it, it's exactly while I was tightening it down. This is what it is doing actually. While I was tightening it down, it was little by little pushing it down. So once you push this thing down, it should go up by itself automatically like this. If it was not going up by itself automatically, so you have to take this the EGR valve. There are two bolts right behind it. There's one and there's in here two. Take it out and clean it, and then to clean this EGR valve, and then there's a little EGR pipe in here that goes into the intake manifold, and make sure that this also clean. Also in the intake manifold there are EGR ports that goes into the intake ports of the engine block. So just to make sure, if you are cleaning the whole system, this should be enough. So that is the EGR unit's cooling system. This is the entire EGR unit. This is the cooling just right behind the valve. So it's totally up to you if you want to clean it or not, but I most of the time and sand inside pressure air, and then there's an just right behind it that connects directly to the exhaust manifold. I just connect this linkage at the behind, and then I push the air in here to make sure that it cleans up again, because it is going to be dirty again no matter how well you clean it. So okay, the point of this video is basically to make sure that EGR valve is running properly, as you see. So what am I going to do right now? I put this one, as you guys see. So let me focus on the video. That has been worn out a little bit because that engine has over 276,000 miles on it. Still has been the same EGR unit, and I just recently put a new head gasket. At this time I cleaned it up 12,000 miles ago. Now it requires to be cleaned up again. Not right now, maybe 2,000 or 3,000 miles later. Again, I usually clean it up every 10,000 miles to make sure that it does not affect the idle and the power of engine, the acceleration and so on. So here's what I'm doing. As you guys see, so gentle, trying to push it down like this. So I'm not an electrician, so I don't know the working principle behind it, but I can assume that this is a magnetic system. When you send the electric, and then it automatically pushes this thing. I think it could be a south-north, north and south poles type of system that automatically push the things to down. When you are pushing this down, what it does actually, it is opening the valve little by little like this. So probably it would depend on the rotation of the engine and the NOx gases are coming and so on. So what it does, when the engine comes up to working heat, it starts to produce NOx gases. So what do? We send these NOx gases back into the intake manifold and back to the engine to burn it again to get rid of them. So this is how it works. As you guys see, I'm turning it at the end and then leaving it, going back up again. Yep. So what am I going to do right now? Actually, I have done a continuity test. It came good. So what I have done was, as you see, that's basically what continuity test does, it measures the resistance, so it sends a current, and to see if this current is going to come back this multimeter. If it is not going to come back, it automatically shows 0, which means that the loop is open. So what I was trying to do, actually making sure that the loop is closed. When I send a current, it was coming back to the system, the multimeter, and I saw a value. So I have done this result again. I'm planning to do it once I put the things back to show you guys. Thank you so very much for watching. If you have any question, please leave me a comment. I am very well known on these engines. You know, I will absolutely try my best to help you guys. Thank you so much.